Hey guys, welcome to another episode of
Girls Glasses God Podcast. And we are back with Olajide, who mentioned that he has been doing hybrid father.
This is the part 2 of our previous episode. So if you haven't seen the first part of where we really gisted and gave you advice on fitness
And lifestyle changes.
please go and watch it.
Yeah.
But now we want to talk about something very serious.
Okay.
Fatherhood.
Dun, 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 dun. And how it has changed and how it has evolved
As fatherhood
for him and how it has evolved
the
for you.
evolution of fatherhood.
The evolution of fatherhood.
We have been giving different captions. It was the hybrid father. Now it's the evolution of fatherhood. So, but yeah, Olajide has already introduced himself in the previous episode.
Yeah.
Sorry if you don't know him, go and watch the previous episode. You know him. But yeah, let's jump right into it.
Okay.
Before we even go into like you being a father, what was someone being a father to you? What was that like? What was you being a son to your father like? What was your relationship to your dad growing up?
So I was the last born of the
Really?
family.
Why do you say it like that?
He doesn't give last born vibe.
Yeah,
He gives first born vibe.
Yeah, I was the last born. So I was the last born of my both parents, my
Wow.
father, my mother. And
When
my
you
father.
say both parents, is it possible to be the last born of one parent and not the other one?
I have to clarify that.
Like, let them know that I'm the last one, nobody else.
Nobody else.
How many siblings
So-
do you have?
I have 3. One is late.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I'm very close to my parents.
Okay.
I mean, being the last born, I was the last person at
in
home.
their house.
So I
Was there a lot
really,
of gap between you and the person before you?
I think 3 years.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad. But myself and only one of my siblings that we lived together with our parents. The other ones, most of the time they were in boarding house. Or they didn't like really lived with us. Yeah, but I was really very close to my parents, and my father is late now. So he was like, I was given birth to at very old age. So, many times when people come to our house and say, hey, Baba, this thing is happening, how do you want us to go about it? So most of the time I was at home when they will bring such matter. So I try to if you permit me to use the word of drink from the well of wisdom. So the way he approaches stuff, and then the way he counsels people, the way he handles stuff. So I learned a lot from him, and then my mom as well. So I usually make fun of myself and tell people that if you see me do any good thing, I learned it from my parents. If I do any bad thing, I taught myself. Yeah, so I think I'm a good child.
Who are you closer to, your dad or your mom?
I think my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always boy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's good hearing from that. But do you feel like, African parenting is something, and then when people grow older, they have opinions about how they could have been raised better. It's always opinion, right? Like we always on this podcast, our parents did the best that they could.
Okay.
But like when you were growing up, were there things that you were like, I want to adopt from how my father raised me, and were there things that you were like, I don't think I will ever do this with my children?
So, like you said, it's an opinion. There is nothing that comes to my head now that I would like to say that, maybe I wasn't raised well, or nothing came to my head now. What I wanted to say to that is that many times people think, especially people of our generation now, we think in ourselves that we are wiser than our parents. and we are not actually wiser. Okay, it's only because we have the benefit of introspection, the benefit of time. Now, so because that thing had happened, now we are thinking about it, right? So I don't think our parents made too much demands or too much mistakes or too much of or maybe they did things that they are not supposed to do. I mean, strictly speaking. But right now, as a parent, when I say some things to my children, or we are on phone and then we are talking, and then they wanted to say, oh, this is how I want to do it. Okay, it is okay to let our children do some things and then let them say, this is how I want to do things. But as parents, if you know that thing, you are not going to allow it, I think you can just say you are not going to allow it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to gentle parenting?
Okay.
And if you do, like, what does it mean for you, or what are the boundaries that you have in parenting? Because I know there are a lot of people in our generation now who are like, oh, I'm not going to beat my children, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to just speak to them. So a lot of, again, the Bible also says spare the rod, spoil the child. So like, where is your boundary line with like your parenting versus what you went through as a child, and like what you're also trying to imbibe into your kids now and into your children now? One pastor said we should not use kids.
Yeah.
Because kids for both.
Of course. So I think parents now, because when we are talking about parenting, we should know that the times have changed. So, I mean, the way I was raised up, there are a lot of things that were happening.
Were you beating a lot?
No,
maybe not.
My parents, I cannot count maybe 5 times that my parents actually flogged me.
You were the last born, Sha. I'm sure if you had asked the first born.
My siblings too. I don't think my parents really like flogged them, but I was a stubborn goat. So in school, my teachers flogged me a lot. Yes. So they flogged me a lot. But I mean, as parents, so the times have changed. There are things that children of nowadays are exposed to. There are things that are going on in our environment that were simply not there. It's not that there was semblance of it. There was simply zero. Didn't exist that time. Example is social media and all the languages that comes with it and things like that. So we need to like quickly adapt to that as parents now, right? So if your children are doing something that you didn't do as a child, so cut them some slack, but you must have a very firm boundary. So you have to like let them know, I will allow you to do this, you can do this, but you cannot do this, right? You have to be very firm with it. And then some, like Ebolu, I will say, if I say you cannot do this, our next question is going to be,
why?
So why? So at times, I will explain. Many times I will explain that, okay, maybe because of this, and that. And then some few times, the only reason why I don't want you to do it
I said so.
is because, it's because it is not age appropriate.
Oh, okay. That's
okay. So I'll say, no, children don't do this.
Okay.
And then she will say, but I'm not that small. I will say, you are small. You are not small. Okay?
This is giving. I want to grow up.
Maybe once or twice. The reason has been because I said so.
It's even good because like when we're growing up, you don't need a why.
You don't need a why.
Exactly. It's because I said so.
So
bad,
that is what I mean by the times have changed.
Yeah.
Those times, people, you cannot even ask your parents why.
You don't explain to your children.
Yeah.
But now,
even if you don't explain, they will go and ask.
Exactly.
Claude,
so even if they
ChatGPT.
don't explain, you have to like tell them, because you have to teach them so that outside does not teach them.
Exactly.
Okay. So you want to raise your children that they are curious, most of the things that they learn, they have had it from you or from home.
Yeah.
Or they have this confidence that, okay, even if I don't know it, if I get home, I can ask my father, I can ask my mom, and then they are going to like explain to me. Yeah. So gentle parenting is good, but at times children are very wonderful. You don't have to always be gentle. You have to say, if you do this, this is what I'm going to
for your
do.
action.
Okay. And I really encourage parents most times, don't bluff. If you are not going to wield
Do
that
it.
big stick,
Don't
don't
say
threaten
it.
it. Okay. If you say it and then you don't do it, what you are saying to the children is that Daddy will always
Nothing will
say it.
happen.
Nothing is going to happen.
That's a fair one.
It's going to be it's going to be angry, and
But you
then
won't do
they will not-
anything.
I mean, I am not. I don't physically interact with my children now. It's only over phone or something. But if I say don't do something, even over phone, they are not going to do it.
And
They will not do
that's
it.
one of the things I was going to ask, because I feel like when we were growing up, and again, not everybody had this, but like sometimes you see it on TV where when daddy is coming back, everybody's running, everybody's hiding.
I mean,
so
I like before I became a father, I hated it because I wasn't always hiding from my parents. I'm the kind of person that when my parents are coming home, I'll go and meet them on the road and say welcome. So I don't run, I don't go to hide, and I don't want my children to do that.
You know what you just said now is a very, very good statement. So I was listening to a podcast recently about like men were just talking, some men were talking on that podcast, and someone mentioned how their father was so strict that I think the sister had a guy, not even a boyfriend, had a guy follow her home. The father had a gun. The father beat the child. The guy went up a pole. Father pointed gun. The guy landed from pole down. It was a very horrific thing to do, right? And then I now realized that the way we are raised, a lot of time, if not careful, can shape how you relate in life.
Yeah, exactly.
My question to you now is like, fatherhood, right? Do you know there's something called what you ordered versus what you got? I feel like we always have some context in our head about how we think that some things will be. I was just talking about like motherhood before. People have different perspectives. Some people, when they hear motherhood, they hear stress. Some people, when they hear motherhood, they hear opportunity to raise a child into the future. When they hear motherhood, some people only think about mother, daughter, maybe bonding, be fashion, kini, be what they say.
how they want to be twinning.
How they want to be. Like people have different perspective of what they've never entered into. What was your own before you had children, and what it looks like now?
So what I wanted before I became a father was like a situation where I have children that I am very close to, that I take them to everywhere that I go to, and then they come back home, we do their homework together, I guide them in life. And I've always dreamt to be like a father that is present in the life of his children. Yeah, so that is what I dreamt of. And then when we gave birth to Ebonlua, I was like doing that for like our first 2 years, and or maybe first 3 years. So Ebonlua was literally following me anywhere. I am not sure you have seen in Nigeria, not outside Nigeria, in Nigeria, where a 1-year-old girl goes out with her father everywhere he goes to. That is Ebonlua. She always wears low cut because she doesn't plait her hair, because I cut my hair too.
She was copying you.
Yeah, she was copying me. So if I want to go and barb my hair, we'll go together. One day I wanted to travel, and then I had to like carefully wake up so that she doesn't wake up, and then all those things. And then her mother said she's going to wake up. My wife said she's going to wake up. I said no, she cannot wake up. I said if she wakes up, then we'll go together. I was going from, I think, Agowuye to Korodu. So when I think I went to the bathroom, by the time I came back, I thought it was our mom. I thought it was my wife that woke her up. But we met together in the room, so she wasn't the one. The mullah was already up. And then she saw me that I'm already dressed. Then she took her clothes that she wanted to. Somebody that just woke up that she wanted to. And then she doesn't really let our parent, our mom, bait for her. I'm the one that does like all those things. So these are the things that I wanted to do if I become a father. And then I did when I became a father until I had to leave. For greener pasture.
Now we're going on a commercial break. Stay tuned. It's a lie. There's no commercial break.
Until I had to leave for, like we say, for greener pasture. And then I have to do that. All those things by correspondence now. Yeah, it's really hard because no matter, thank God for technology. Now you can like talk to them on video, on on video call and some other things. But there is one thing in seeing them, there's another thing in touching. So it is, I missed the absence. Yeah, it's you have to be strong. You have to be strong for that. So that is where we are.
Okay, let's talk about sacrifices.
Okay.
Because I don't think that you just stood up one day and you're like, okay, I want to like not be here, right?
Yeah.
So obviously there is a bigger sacrifice that you're making and that you have made to get to this point. Because for a lot of fathers, people see the mother sacrifices more than the father sacrifices, and because it's not said out loud as much. I feel like because for women, a lot of us are emotional beings, so there's no way your mother will remind you all the things. But I can't remember, my father would never say, oh Ebo, I did this for you. I'd be like, nah, you would
you just
never.
piecing the dots together and you're like, wow, like that did this.
This man really tried.
Yeah. So, and the father is usually like the absent one in quotes, right? But even in that absence, they are making sacrifices. So what was that like for you? What did you sit down to say that, okay, I want to make a better future, a better life for these children, and I'm going to be sacrificing, the time that, because it was comfort for you. So you were basically like sacrificing the comfort that you have with your family to, become better and be better for them.
Well, so first of all, you have to like make up for the absence, because it is one thing for you to make sacrifices for people. There's another thing for those people to know that you're actually making sacrifices. And then it is another thing, maybe the third thing, to know that because you are providing money is not sacrifice. Or it's not all the sacrifice. Probably it's part of it, but it's not everything. So I still do homework for Ebonlua. I still do homework till yesterday. Today is Saturday. Yesterday I got some questions, but they did not know that I was fainting that time. They don't know that I was fainting that time. I'm very sure if my wife says this video now, she'll be like, I said so.
So something was wrong.
Something was wrong. So I still do homework. I look at things. I think about them. So I don't think there is something greater than thinking about the other person. So I think about them, think about Ebonlua, think about Tolu, think about my wife, think about okay, how do I make up for my absence apart from sending money to them? There's no amount of money that I'm going to send that can make up for the absence. But at least when I have time, when it is not convenient for me to talk to them, so I talk. Then I bring up life lessons. Then I try to like tell them stories. I try to like ask them about school, tell me about your friends, anything. We talk about anything and everything. And I give massive credit to my wife because she doesn't stop them from telling me anything. Right? So so she really made it very easy. Okay? And then because of the way we speak, we decided that okay, we are not going to let the children have their own phone. Okay? If they want to talk to me, they have to always talk to me through their mom's phone, right? And then so it makes our communication in sync. So there's nothing the children are not telling me. I mean, there is nothing they are telling me that my wife does not know, and there's nothing I'm telling them that she does not know.
Yeah.
So we don't have secrets. Like, in fact, if I want to tell my wife something and I don't want the children to know, I will have to like tell her when they have gone to school. Or I ask, are the children there? They say they're not there. Okay, I wanted to say this, and that. And we do all of these just to make sure that I try to minimize the impact of the distance.
Yeah.
It's not that the distance is not impacting, but we try to like minimize it because you have to think about it. Like, what other alternative do you have? So we have to like make use of the best alternative that we have, which is like having a central communication. Yeah.
So, and I know Ebolua is 9 years old, and you know she's big now. She's saying she's not a small girl again.
Yeah, she's not.
Do you think they understand? And maybe Tolu might not, but do you think they understand your absence and why you're absent and why they can only talk to you through the phone? And it's like, oh, why can my daddy not come back? Things like that. Do you think they fully understand, or how is it navigating that?
When they were a lot younger, they didn't understand, because I remember Ebunlua when Ebunlua was like 3.5, 4. Every time she called me, she would say, "When are you coming home?" I'll tell her that don't worry, I will come home. But now they know. They know Daddy is going to become a PhD holder. Daddy is in school. He will soon finish, and then they will take us to the US. And so they fully understand now. Yeah, before they understood, it was like it was a tough time because it is difficult and emotional at the same time. Imagine your children thinking that you don't want to come home, right? And then, so, because when Ebunlua was when he was in primary 1 or so one day he told me that they said that I'm in school, because he knows that I teach in a private secondary school. So that day he went there. He said, but I came to your school. I did not see you. I said, no, it is not that school that I'm not within the country. She said that she knows. Okay, so when are you coming back? But now she doesn't say that. I mean, what she wanted me to do, this week she still mentioned it to me that I will come home for her 10th birthday. And I said, that if I have the visa, I will come. And so now she understands what visa is, why I'm not coming home. And then I think our sister too also understood. So now they know. Before now, it was a very difficult something to explain.
I was going to ask a very similar question, that when they asked you, like, where are you? What would you say?
I'll say I'm in school. Because most of the time, when they call me, I'm either in my lab or in my office. Then it's video call. Then they ask me, what am I doing? I'll say, I'm doing an experiment. What's an experiment? Why are you doing the experiment? Then I'll start explaining. So when you finish the experiment, what do you want to bring out of the experiment? Then I'll tell them that, okay, this is why I'm doing the experiment. I mean, one thing that I've noticed in children is that try to explain stuff. Never ever think that they don't understand. Okay, you can say something today and then maybe they don't understand, but they've heard. Because tomorrow, if you say something else, they are going to refer to what you said the other day. So I try to like be open, try to like tell them, okay, this is what we do. And at times it is not convenient to like talk to them, right? So if I don't talk to them later, okay, if I don't talk to them very early, then I have to talk to them late. And I must admit that probably it is not every day, but maybe every other day. For many times it's going to be daily, and then sometimes it's going to be every other day. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
A lot of mental work.
It is. I mean, and that's why I said it's the evolution of fatherhood. You have to evolve because it is not what you planned, but now that what you did not plan has come up, you have to like adapt to it.
Yeah.
What can you do? The other alternative is to like abandon my PhD and say, okay, I'm going to stay with my my family. That too is an option, but
In
to
the
what
long
end?
run.
In the long run,
Yeah, the return on investment is not.
in the long run, it's not going to be. It's not a sound judgment. Yeah.
And I think even down the line, and I'm saying they understand now, but maybe they don't fully. Maybe it's like 75%, 80%. I feel like by the time like you guys are now all together and like they are now seeing the reward of everything that you sacrificed for them, they'll not be like, oh, my dad really tried.
Yeah, and then again, my wife really, I mean, she really tried. She did a good job. Many times, if they buy something, she has said it many times in my hearing that it is not me that bought it, it's your dad. So it's your dad that you are going to thank. It's your dad that are going to do this. So it's kind of like makes the children feel that okay, our daddy is in our life, right? So many times if everything is going to be it's my mommy that did it, and then the dad is not somebody that you see all the time. So there is a way that it gets ingrained in your head that it's my mom that is doing everything, but she tries as much as possible to like let them know that your dad did this, your dad did that, and the children can at times ask her to do something. She will say, no, I don't have money to do it. So don't worry, we are going to call our daddy, he's going to do it for us. Yeah, so something like that. Yeah. So it's a way to like break down that distance. Yeah.
All I hear is intentionality, man, because like even the time difference alone is 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, it's 5 to 6 hours.
So it's not even that convenient. And so the fact that you have to be intentional to like make the calls and still like be in the crucial point of their life it has to just be intentionality. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you, right, and if you're not comfortable answering, that's fine as well, but do you ever feel guilty
of not being with
there?
them? No.
Okay.
No, I don't. And the reason why I don't is like, I mean, for the sake of the listeners. So I finished my master's in UI, and then so I started, I mean, it coincided with the time that there is a drop in oil prices in Nigeria. So oil and gas companies were not really recruiting. So what I did was, okay, so I have to do what needs to be done. So I took up a teaching appointment in a private school. So I was teaching, then I got married. And we gave birth to a Bunluwa. And I was projecting on the salary I was making. So I was like, okay, if I want a Bunluwa to go to the school where I'm teaching, this salary, I'm not sure that if we are removing a Bunluwa's school fees from this salary, we are going to have a lot. So that is my sign that I have to like do something to increase what I was making. So I was making plans, and then 2015 came. Buhari became the president. We thought things were going to be
change.
Yeah.
Change.
We thought things were going to be
Hey.
better. My own issue that time was not because the change did not come. It was because, for me, I cannot say for another person, it didn't inspire hope. So the change did not only
The
come.
change came, but it was a different type of
the
So
change
the
did
change
not.
in the wrong direction.
The change did not only not come to me. There was no hope that it was going to come. So I told people, 2019, if this guy wins the presidency, one of us will leave the country. So in March or April, he won. I said, no way, I'm staying in this country with this president. So I made plans. So I had to apply for another master's in Israel. So I went to Israel, and throughout the time that I was applying, I was carrying my wife along. Okay, this is what I wanted to do now. This is that. And we're planning that, okay, maybe we'll be able to like go together with Ebunluwa and the rest. And then, so that was, we already had Tolu in June 2019. So Buhari won like 2 months earlier. Okay, so the day they declared Buhari winner, you would think somebody died in my house. I was so sad. So I tried to make plans, and then I was contacting professors everywhere. Then, long story short, I got admitted to University of Haifa in Israel. So the money they were going to pay was not so much. And I wasn't looking at the money, but I was looking at after that program, what that program could do. And then, so I told my wife, there's no way they are going to give both of us, or 3 of us, or 4 of us visa, because the money was not enough. So what do you say? She said, no problem that. I mean, it's a 2-year program. I can always go do it and then come back and maybe do some other things. I said, okay. So I left in October. Tolu was like 4 months old that time. Ebonluwa was a little below 3. And so I finished, and COVID came in 2020. Then it extended my study for like 10 months. So I spent like, instead of 2 years, 10 months in Israel. I finished, I got admission to US, and then I came here. So I applied for my visa from Israel because that time it was really crazy getting dates in Nigeria. So I don't want to go through that. So I got my visa. But at every point in time, it was in agreement with my wife. Right? So so probably that was not, that was why I didn't feel guilty of anything, because it was with our consent, and then, if permit me to say, with our approval, because I always tell her that if you don't want me to do it, you say it, and I will probably not do it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't worth it. I cannot lose in both ends. If I will not have the degree, I cannot lose the family. So
wow. Let's talk about that. Let's just pick it up from there. That support that you received so far. How do you think that the support that you received from your wife has like pushed you till now? And has there been any point where you both were like, or maybe she was like, let's not continue this way, or like
so like every rational human beings, there will be a time that you are waiting for something. You thought it's going to come fast.
The goalpost keeps
and
shifting.
Then the goalpost keeps changing, and you don't even know when it's going to happen. And the key to solving that, or what I did, was being open. Right? You have to be open to your partner if something like that is happening. People should not ask your partner that, and I promise you, a lot of people are going to ask her, this is your husband that you say is in the US.
It's true.
You never get one money for that place.
That's true.
I know she You understand?
Yeah.
So, but you have to I carry her along in everything that I do. Okay. I mean, there was a time, maybe once or twice, that she was like, she doesn't think that she's tired of staying alone. And I told her that, yes, you are right. Okay. I told her that it is you being emotional now. Okay. With all due respect, this thing that you said is you being emotional. It is not you being rational. Right. And the reason is because mention one thing that you think I should have done to make us come together that I did not do. Mention.
Yeah.
Like, instead, 2023 December, when I went to Nigeria, that time I flew Delta, and I think it was around $2,500 or something. Okay. Before then, they had gone to like the embassy on F2. They were denied the visa. So I came in 2022 August. Then by 2023 October or so, they have gone to the embassy. They didn't get the visa. Then November, I booked my flight to go to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria. Then my visa expired in April of 2024. And then, like, there is nothing that I think I should have done that I did not do. And I was telling, and then I was open about all the plans. So that would be like, okay, I understand now. Okay, thank you. You have explained. And I mean, patience is key, and being open is key. And myself, I have to be rational too. That it is normal for her to like at times feel emotional, and but everything is not. How do you say giddy in English?
Is it by force or?
Yeah, it's not by force. You don't have to like use a military approach and say, what do you mean? How can you say
and then
this?
You should just spiral from
no,
there.
you don't. I mean, you have to like recognize that, okay, this time this person is now being emotional. You don't have to be emotional at that time. It is time for you to like be calm and be reasonable.
Well, I think it's also good that, I think one of the things that they taught us when we were doing premarital counseling was that the two of you cannot be angry at the same time. That
it's
one person
thing.
has to be like, you have to like stop whatever emotions you're feeling and just step outside of it and say, okay, I'm going to be. And our pastor is very funny. He was like, I'm tasking you men that anytime you realize both of you are angry, you just be the one to stop. And so I think it's like, I think that's one of the things that is helping any dynamic, like any family, any couple, any partner, that you just have to step outside.
Both of you cannot be right at the same time in an argument. Okay, so when there is an argument or when an issue comes up, you have to like temporarily assume that you are wrong. Okay, let us assume that I am wrong. I'm not conceding that I'm wrong, but for the sake of this argument, I am wrong. Okay, if an apology is needed that time, say, okay, I apologize, never mind. It was not a good call from me. And it is always nice for people to know that it's the misunderstanding that we have. We are not ending this thing. Right? Yeah, we just disagreed on something. It's not that...
Which is normal.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to go nuclear all the time. If you go nuclear all the time, and again, except for good morning, how are you? I'm just checking on you. Most of the time, myself and my wife, we don't text. I prefer to say whatever thing I wanted to say, especially if I'm angry or if I need to explain something. I don't type it. Okay?
Because the way you will read that thing is different from...
Because of the way you are going to read it. So I will never type it.
Oh, that's not a real thing.
I will never say, no, I don't want to talk to you. Text me. No. I will not say that. Because it is very easy to read meaning. You know, most time when we are reading stuff, we are reading it with emotions
based on our own emotion at that time
and our mood. Okay, so if I just had a misunderstanding with you and then I typed what do you mean by this?
You not be like,
you are going to read it. What do you mean
by this? Like, you not be like, you were telling me what do I mean by this?
You understand?
No,
That's so
what
true.
do you mean?
Yeah.
That's actually
Like,
so
I don't
true.
understand. What do you mean?
Yeah, so
What do
if you, so I mean, that is how we are trying to like manage these things.
That's so true though. Like it's so true. You answer based on how you feel.
You answer based on
at
how
that
you
time.
feel.
And you read more
You
meaning
understand?
into something that there's really no meaning in it.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody said, I don't understand what you mean. Say, you are telling me that you don't understand. But I don't understand. But if I don't understand,
What do I say?
What don't you understand?
I don't understand now.
Oh my God,
So I
that's
don't
so
understand
funny.
is I don't understand. So I mean, I mean, it's a marathon, it's a journey, and then you try to like tell my wife that, see, what we have gone through is now more than what we need to wait for. So it requires patience. Yeah.
That one is.
Yeah. So what we
Yeah.
have gone through is not up to what I mean. The time that
Exactly. We are almost there. So
We are almost there.
Like,
so,
now you've waited this long, like,
Yeah.
exactly. So
the finish line is
the
closer
finish
than.
that's
line.
actually a very key thing because like sometimes people are almost at the finish line and it's when you're almost at the finish line
And
that
then you give up and then
something
you say,
will now happen, which brings me to the part of how do you, because there are people that even they see themselves every day and
Yeah.
things they occur.
Yeah.
Not to talk of people that have like distance and everything. How does pray, or let me say, what do you do to make sure that, because for me I know that prayer is also a thing, right, where you before you talk to, just like you were saying now, sometimes you just say something to someone and the person just sparks up without anything, and now we know that devil is like just going for marriages and
Marriages,
everything.
yeah.
So how do you like cover your family, or like what are the things that you do to also make sure that no matter what, like we are still one at the end of the day?
So, if I'm going through something that is very difficult, like late last year till like say March of this year, I just had to finish, graduate, and then if I don't graduate, there's no funding again in my department. So these are like it's a very big thing. Okay, anybody who hasn't been in that position will never understand the pressure that comes with it. Now, I have a choice to declare everything to my wife, but I did not. I did not. And I try to like protect my family from information that is going to like impact them so much. So what I did was and this is what I do, I have if something is happening to me, I can give you the general
Surface.
thing and how it boils down. But I'm going to spare you. If I know you'll be worried for me, I'm going to spare you the block by block account and what is going to happen if something goes wrong. And then I will sum it up by saying, I need you to I will need you to remember me in prayers. Okay? And then at times when my children wake up or something, I mean, we pray together. They say a family that
prays together stays together.
stays together. So we pray together. At times, even if my wife is not there, the children would call and then they say, okay, we are going to school, so pray for us or something like that. You understand? So we pray and then we don't hide stuff from each other. And then we try to so me, what I do is, the way I handle the pressure is to let them know. If it is something that I envisage is going to happen in like 3-4 months, I will say, oh, in 3-4 months time, I'll probably not have assistantship again. So you have to pray that I get money for the assistant or I get the funding. And then if I don't get the funding, whatever amount of money that you have with you now, you have to spend it wisely because we don't know when another one is going to. I mean, it's a way of preparing their mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when the cloud goes, I'll tell them that, okay,
Everything
is fine now, so we can proceed. I mean, so that is how we handle something like that. And it brings me back to the first one that, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, that you just have to communicate and be open. Okay? So if you hide stuff, you know, when people say that, what did I tell this person that time? That means you have hidden some things. If you have not hidden anything, what happened is what happened.
Yeah.
Till
You don't
tomorrow
need
is
to
what
ask,
is what has happened. Yeah, so be open. I am always as open as possible.
And then even going back to this communication thing, obviously the way you communicate when you are long distance versus when you were in person. So like how are you how was this able to change? Like how were you able to know that this is what you need to do? Because beforehand when you guys were in person, you obviously part talking to each other, doing all of that. So like how were you able to change your communication style to fit into like the situation you guys are in now?
Like they say that the necessity is the mother of all inventions. So it is necessity, right? So it is necessity. So once we are in it, and then we both found out that we have to talk.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you don't wait for the other person to say, we have to talk. We have to talk as a way of messing with my head. Because I'll be like,
We need to talk.
Now I remember it. Maybe my wife will not remember. So one of the ways that really helped us this way was that before we got married, this was what we were doing, but not at this scale. Right? I remember that when I was in my NYSC, or when I was doing masters in Ibadan, that I have to like stay in Ibadan for some time, and I cannot really travel. So we were like always on call, not all the time, but that time was a simulation of that time was a simulation of what is happening.
You were
now.
preparing.
So I was preparing, and the funny thing is that we were preparing without knowing that we were
this was
preparing.
happening.
Yeah.
So it was easy. Let me say easier for us to go back to how it started.
Sha, what you were doing that time is still the same that you be doing now. That's the truth. It's like if you did not cultivate the habit of communication before, you will struggle when it's now time to communicate.
Yeah,
But
so there is one thing that I also wanted to like mention, and I think it is all these things that I have said, the success, the how easy it is, everything, I'm going to ascribe it to the effort of my wife. Let's say we talk 7 times a week. Okay? I'm not proud to say she calls like 5 to 6 times out of the 7. Maybe I'm the one that is going to initiate. And this is not something that just happened. And I'm saying this because a lot of people, what destroys a lot of relationships is...
we're always waiting for who will do it.
Exactly.
Right.
No, somebody will say,
Right.
I'm the one that is always
calling you.
Exactly. I mean, and the
Oh
reason,
my God, that's so real.
yeah, I'm the one that is always... And this, I've seen real family problems that till today, they cannot resolve because somebody said, I'm the one that is always calling. Why can't you call? And the reason why I am not the one that is calling is because in Nigeria, I mean, people put off their data maybe because they don't want their battery to run down or because they don't know how Glo or MTN is eating up their data and stuff like that. So when I was in Nigeria, I don't put off my data at all. So I'm not used to it. So if I call and then the call doesn't go through, they are going to see the missed call. So instead of doing that, I'm always available. When you want to talk to me, you can always put the call. And it is never an issue between us. And this was not what started when I traveled. Even before we got married, it has always been.
Okay.
It's always been. So I just want.
Let me just put it out there.
Let me just put that out there so that people will know that people should do what needs to be done. It is not. It's not in the constitution that it's one person.
No, and I think one thing that I say, and I say to people that I know, is that whatever it is you see while you're dating,
is what we carry on.
Like nothing is going to change.
Nothing is going to change.
Nothing is going maybe small improvements. Again, I'm new. Olajide can speak better to it, but nothing is going to change beyond what people were doing when you were dating.
Yeah.
So
most things will not change.
Yeah.
Most things will not change, especially things that are behavioral. Right? Especially things that are behavioral. You can change a lot of things, maybe how people dress, how people eat, but things that is connected to their behavior, they don't really change because that is their default.
Yeah.
That's their default. So most times she's the one that calls, and in fact, at times I'll just see my phone ring, and then I'll see that it is either Tolu that is talking or it's a Bunlua that is talking. Where's your mom? They will say she's in the kitchen or she's doing something that they decided to call me. I say, okay, when I'm done with them, so let me talk to you, my wife, and something like that. So it is never an issue about who initiates the call.
Yeah. I have one more thing I just remembered now, because I know that a lot of, well, maybe because we're in America now, a lot of kids, like, they use phones. And I know you mentioned that they didn't use phones. They don't use phones. They don't have their own personal phone. So, and maybe they might be too young for this, let us know. But I'm sure a lot of kids in their school have phones. So are they feeling that pressure of, oh, daddy, my friend Samantha has phone, I don't have phone, something like that?
Yeah, so again, the way I try to teach my children is that the fact that some other people are doing something or they have something is not an enough excuse for you to do or to have that thing. You have to know that I need this thing. That is why you want to have it. So if we talk about phone, if they tell me that, so they have tabs that they use, and I'm the one that I have the parental control of their, because it's my Google account. And then when they had it, I told them, you cannot download anything on these tabs except the things that you already have there. If for whatever reason you need to download something else, your mom has to expressly permit you. You don't. I cannot give you the permission. It's your mom that must permit you to download something else. So if you are saying that somebody is using phone, I ask them, what do you want to use phone for? Tell me. If you justify the reason, maybe I will buy you one. But tell me. And they have not been able to. Who do you want to call? Tell me who you wanted to call. There's nobody you wanted to call that you cannot call with your mom's phone. Okay? If you need to call somebody, take your mom's phone, call. If you say you want to call me, you can always call me with your mom's phone. You want to call who? They say nobody. So you see now that you don't need phone. You see now that you don't need phone. So their tabs, I made sure I was deliberate in buying tabs that don't use SIM card. So they rely on the Wi-Fi of their mom's hotspot. So, and all this is such that you can control what they do. And I think it's important for children to learn when they are young that they cannot just do anything. So when you grow up with, I cannot do anything that I want, there is a way that it helps. I mean, it is God that eventually helps us, but we have a responsibility to show them the way, right? So we have the responsibility to show them the way. But God is the one that is going to help us to do the rest. But that's our responsibility. We must not fail in doing it.
Right.
You cannot deliberately expose your children to weird stuff, and then you are praying that they should not do weird stuff. That prayer is the opposite of what you are doing.
Yeah.
Do you think men should not cry? Do you think men don't cry? Do you think men shouldn't cry?
Well, I think men should cry.
Do you think men cry?
Let me tell you one story. At the end of the story, you will know if men cry. Do you think I'm a man?
Oh wow.
Okay. So at the end of the story, you will know. You will know if men cry or not. So 2024 July. So my family, they went to the embassy the second time for visa for F2. They were denied. So when they told me, I said, it's okay, no problem, it's not your fault. We did everything that needs to be done. There was no single thing that I think I should have done that I did not do. Because earlier I just returned from Nigeria in January. So everything, I tightened all the loose ends. So that happened in July. And then in August, so when that visa was denied, I saw that my wife was so dejected. She was moody. She was not interested in anything. If she calls me and I pick the phone, it's going to be a Bunlua or Tolu that is going to be on the other side of the call. When we are done with the call, okay, let me talk to your mom. I'll say hello. She'll say, how are you? Fine. All our answers are going to be
one word answers.
So I told her that this is not, I have told you that what happened is not your fault. So we weren't communicating well for the first half of August. Since that thing happened till the first half of August. So I went to Chicago for a conference. And then we had time to talk. So I called her. We were talking, and I was crying.
Aww.
So I cried, and then she was so scared. And the reason why she was scared was that 2024 was like, we were married for 8 years. And before we got married for 8 years, she has known me for at least 5 years. So that's like about 13 years, okay? In 13 years that she has known me, I lost my sister, I lost my father, like a lot of things that are not so pleasant happened. She has never seen me cry. And then she called my friend that, hey, like your friend something is wrong with him. This guy, I have never seen him cry. And now he's crying, so I know that please, can you please talk to him and the rest. So I think one of the things that kill men most of the time is people don't know their limit, the threshold of pain that they can bear. It is not a weakness for people to express vulnerability, right? If your strength is failing you, I mean, by all means, cry. Cry if that is going to help. Okay, the only thing is that you cannot be crying you cannot be a crying baby.
You cannot be crying everywhere.
Yeah, you cannot be crying everywhere and anywhere.
Crying to everybody.
And on anything. You understand? I believe that human beings, men, women, but maybe most especially men, they must have mental strength to handle issues, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to say this thing in English, but Yoruba say, "Gbami gbami o yagba." I'm going to interpret it. Gbami gbami ko ye agba.
Save me.
No. Ẹranko lé mi ń bọ̀ kò yé ọdẹ.
Okay.
For example, an elderly person, okay, cannot be shouting, hey, please, okay, let's say there is a crisis in a village, and then it is the able men or the adults
that say, save me, save me.
that are running and say, please save me, save me, save me. So what do you want the children to do? Or let's say the hunter. The hunter went to the forest to hunt.
And the animal is chasing the hunter.
And then the hunter is running from the forest, from the bush, come to the village and say, please, bring you to save me. One animal is chasing me. Who is supposed to?
Who is supposed to be chasing you?
It is animal that's supposed to chase us, and then we run to the hunter. So if the hunter is the one that is now running, you know that there is. So
that's a very good illustration.
Yeah. So it will be like that time in when there was famine in Samaria, that one woman told Ahab that the king save us, and Ahab was like, you said I can save you. I cannot save you. If God does not save you, who am I to save? You understand? So I think men should have mental strength, okay? But if and when your strength fails you, don't hesitate to let out your emotions, right? It is this thing that people do that say, I cannot cry. I will never cry. I will run. Cry, my friend. Cry. People should cry. Yeah.
Oh my God, so, that's amazing.
But I don't cry all the time. Yeah.
That's fair.
I think
it would be very scary if you have someone that cries all the time.
Exactly. Just like, imagine.
You're watching movie, you're crying.
Exactly.
You are eating food that is spicy. No, like all the time. Like maybe something happened, you're crying.
But there's people that are criers. But you know people that are criers, at any small thing they are crying.
I cannot understand such people.
But that's how they are. Like that's how they are emotional. And
so the problem about that is that what you are telling me is that you are not emotionally strong. Now it could be me. Maybe I'm the one that is saying the wrong. Maybe I'm the one that is not clocking you right. But if you cry all the time, I cannot rate you.
No, you think
it makes sense because
I know.
Like even if you're going through like real life problem, like people will just be like, yeah, you cry all the time.
Yeah, because they will not know.
There will be no value in your tears at that point.
Exactly. So it's just like somebody that lies a lot. Okay. When they are saying the truth, you say,
you will not believe.
So nobody will know. So even things that people are supposed to like come around you and say, now we know that it has become an emergency. Let us intervene because we have never seen this person like this. You understand? So people will just say, let's leave
Oh my God. No, that's actually that. I love the analogy that you used because it's a saying that men don't cry. I don't think I've seen my father cry before.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. Maybe he has. Maybe I've just never seen it. Maybe my mom has. I don't know. My mom might have.
Yeah, people. If I wasn't on phone with my wife, she would not know that I cried.
Yeah. But I think the only person that you are even supposed to be vulnerable to the most should be your wife.
Exactly. So another time that I remember that I cried was I was in Israel. So I just came. So 1 month after we came, the dormitory that we are living, all the Nigerians, everybody, every Nigerian, they left the dorm. They said they are going to live outside campus. That the dorm was so expensive. And I was the only person. There's nothing I did not tell these people. Please don't go. That day, so they left. I came back from school. I checked their rooms. My room is like the meeting point. Everybody will come to my room. We gist, we eat, we do something. I came back from school that day. Everywhere was silent. I took my food. I put the food in my mouth like this. I made a very huge sigh. Tears were coming out from my eyes. I was shedding tears because I have thought about 1,000 things at the same time. Like, this is like going back to square one. Now I don't know anybody. The people that I know, like, they have left.
Nobody care about you.
Nobody
If something
cares,
should happen,
nobody-
now,
Not community.
nothing.
You are just by yourself and something. I was like, no. This is really hard. So I cried that time. I mean,
Did you now move?
no,
to
I
off
didn't. I
campus?
didn't move. I mean, I cried that day, and then I know that I have to recalibrate again.
Yeah.
I have to evolve.
It's like you really like this word. This word
The
involved.
evolution of Olajide in Israel.
Yeah. So I have to now live without them. Right? So I try to adjust to it. So many times people don't cry, but if issues comes to you crying, instead of proving hard guy, and then you go and hurt yourself, or I mean, people don't. Only few people set out to hurt themselves. They set out to, because they don't want to cry. They want to suppress the emotion, forget about it, and then they go and do something that is going to hurt them eventually. So, crying is a easy way out. Yes, you wanted to ask?
No, I was going to say that, just thinking about like raising kids, like we're talking about Father's Day, right? What are some of the things, and your kids are grown now, like 9 years, 7 years, almost 10 years, in fact. So you've had like more than half a decade of experience in like raising children. So what are some things that you think you and your wife did to set up the foundation for your children? Because I feel like if the foundation is wrong, your situation where you're like far away from them, you might tell them don't do this, but they will still do it, But I feel like it's because you've done some things in the beginning that has already given them such a solid foundation that, I'm comfortable with the fact that I can't hide anything from my parents. I'm comfortable asking my dad questions and knowing that he doesn't shut me down. And again, I'm sure maybe your experience as a teacher played into it as well. But what are some like things that you think you did, like you and your wife, that built a solid foundation for the situation now where you can comfortably talk to your children, they trust you, they rely on you, they trust your advice?
The only thing that came to my head now is like you live by example. So I mean, both of you can attest to this, that you tend to like do what your parents what they do, right? So I tried as much as possible when I was around to do what is right, and that is my default. Okay, and then I have told them, if you do something that is not good, okay, when you are doing that thing, maybe you don't know that thing was not good. It was after you had done them, and then people are now telling you, what you did was not good, and don't lie to it about us. I mean, don't lie to us about it, okay? When we ask you, just tell us, I did this. There is no reason for you to lie to us. Don't ever lie. The consequence of lying is that if you lie once, the next time you say something, I'm going to ask you that, are you sure you are not lying again? Okay? And I try to tell them that I trust you for anything you say. Okay? Just make sure you are not lying. Be truthful about it, no matter how awful that thing is. And if somebody tells you that, I've told them this thing, like last month. We were just talking, I said, by the way, I remember something, that if somebody tells you that, if somebody does something to you and they tell you that don't tell anybody, okay, that is the more reason that you should tell us. That day, when you get home, tell your mom, call me and say, I want to tell you something. This person said I should not tell you, but I want to tell you. Okay? So don't let anybody tell you, if you tell anybody something is going to happen, nothing is going to happen to you. Okay? Don't ever hide anything. It is not good. People are going to exploit you. You will not like what they are going to do to you, and things like that. So these are the kind of things that parents should be a good role model. They should not be do as I do. I mean, do as I
They
say.
not do as I do.
They should not be do as I say. They should be do as I do. So many times, and I told you that children don't forget things.
Yeah.
So if I say something today and then maybe a month or two later, and I'm now talking, Ebolu, I will say, but Daddy, you said this the other time. So I will say, yeah, that was what I said. And it is not against what I'm saying now. Okay, so you have to stay consistent with your children. So when you are consistent, they are going to learn that thing from you. Maybe they will not learn everything, but they will learn some of those consistency. That is far better than when they see you, when they learn from what you do. That is far better than you trying to lecture them on what is right.
Yeah.
What is right that you are not doing.
Yeah.
So if they see you that you are a liar, or you fight with people, or you get angry so easily and things like that,
Very easy for them to
there
pick
is
up.
no way you are going to convince them to do otherwise. But if you teach them and you let them know that this person did something about, it's okay, we'll just leave it. And from home, I've told them from home, you don't fight. There's no reason why Ebunluwa should beat Tolu.
We don't do that.
Or why we don't do that. So you must never do it. You cannot even insult yourself. You cannot insult another person. If somebody offends you, learn to report. You cannot take law into your hands. You cannot be violent. You cannot. When Ebunluwa was in, I think she was like 4 or 5 years old, she said something. I was on call with them, and then she said something. I said, no, she was not 4. So she was almost 3. I was still in Nigeria that time. Now I remember. She was almost 3. So she went to some people's house. So we finished church, and they said, please, can Ebunluwa follow us to our house? We'll bring her in the evening. They want her to come and play with you. I said, okay, let her go with you. So when they brought her in the evening, she said something. So we were talking, and then she just said something. I thought it was my hair. So after like few minutes, she said that same thing again. So I took my phone, and then I called those people. I said, who in your house say these things? And their mother, I heard their mother talking from the background that, I told you that this girl will go and say this thing in their house. So I told them that, please, we don't say those things in our house. I forgot the exact word that she said. That we don't say these things in our house. We don't. At all, we don't say it.
Children pick up.
Right? So we don't say it. So there are things that when my children say, I know that
They've picked it up
they
from
picked
outside.
it up from outside. Yeah. So, and that is why it is very important to let your children know that this is what we do in our house, because they are not going to stay with you for long. It is what they start doing when they are independent that is very important. And this is when they can learn it.
Wow. Let's talk about pressure. So we talked about it a little bit before, but as a man, I feel like a lot of people take in a lot of things. It's just like when you have an accident and then the airbag comes to you, or when you are driving, you be the one to chest it. But how do you then release those pressures? I mean, we've talked about if you feel weak and you cry and things like that. But what other ways? Because I'm sure you've talked about you were going through some things. They know that you almost fainted, but you still had to answer questions.
Yeah.
But how do you make sure that you are not bottling a lot more than you can handle? Because some people now get to that point where they want to break before they now let it out. So what are the things that you do to make sure that you're letting off pressure on yourself?
So to answer this question, and this is not about I think it is more of my person now than maybe being a father or being a married person. I really bother myself about things that I cannot control.
Okay.
Right? If something happens to me and that thing, it is not me that caused it. I'm losing my phone then.
It is what it is.
I mean, It is not me. It's not about me. I applied for a job, I did not get it. It is not me. It's just like I prayed and God is yet to answer. What can I do?
But sometimes it gets to you though. Like imagine like getting rejection emails all the time.
Yeah, it gets to you. I mean, okay, you people did not know that before we started this podcast.
You got a rejection email?
Yes. Just before we started, I saw an email. I was like, let me see, what did they say?
So, as we were saying before the
breaking
transmission. So you're talking about how you got a rejection email.
I mean, so
before we started,
I got a rejection. So the point I was trying to make was that I don't bother myself too much about what I cannot control.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so if I look at it that I have done my best and the rejection came, or like what I don't like comes in, so I'll just take it as an act of God. I will sleep. I will sleep because it is the person that lives for the next day. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that is one of the things before now it bothers me that maybe if something is not going well, that I sleep about it until I ask myself that, okay, what is the alternative?
What would you have done?
So if I was brooding about it, or I was thinking about it, or I was nagging about it, that will not solve the problem.
Anything.
So my approach is, if it is something that I did that I could have done better, then I will do better some other time. And then if it is something that I cannot control, I will just pray about it. After all, at times we'll pray and then it will take some time for God to answer the prayer. So what am I supposed to do while waiting? I mean, I see that in the last episode, you people talked about waiting time.
So you sleep.
So I'll just sleep.
Sleep and recover.
And then
my God.
recover, and then I restart, and then I re-strategize and go again. Maybe it's the second time I go harder.
That makes sense. There's one last thing I wanted us to touch on before we go, and that's the importance of community. So you've talked about how, like you were somewhere and then you had other Nigerians that you could relate with, and when they left you could feel it. You are the one that is leaving your comfort to a place that you did not know. How has community helped you and also helped your family back home?
So if I've talked about that of Israel, so let me talk about in
America.
UGA, in America. So one of the reasons why I stayed that long in Lakeside was because my apartment has always been all Nigerians. All Nigerians. You cannot underestimate the importance of having people of your own, people of your culture. Do I agree with everybody that is living with, I mean, that we are living in the same apartment? No. Right? But a community is a community. And I think people make this mistake a lot of time. I see Nigerians get to a new place and they say, for example, they don't want to associate with other Nigerians there. For me, I think people are making very big mistake.
Especially when you're just settling in.
Exactly, when you're just settling in and you have not understood their culture.
Yeah.
You understand? So, exactly. So, the community has really, really helped me. So, when I came to UGA and then I saw that there's something like AGSF, African Graduate Student Fellowship, I embraced it. And I think many people that are in AGSF, they are taking it for granted because they have never been in a place
where there was no AGSF.
Where there was no AGSF. If you have ever been in a place where there was no AGSF, that
you wish
nobody
for it.
looks like you in that place. Okay? Everybody on campus knows you because you are different. Everybody in your department.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody in your department.
Story.
Yeah, everybody in your department knows you. When I was in Haifa, if I want to if I go outside campus and then I have to come in, the security will come into the bus and check everyone in the bus. They don't check me.
Because they already know you.
Because they know me. Nobody looks like me. In fact, when the following year, 3 or 4 other Nigerians came. So we're moving together. They know all of us. Nobody checks us. Okay, because they know you. Right? So I think community is good. Community is I mean, you don't have it perfect everywhere.
Yeah.
All we need to do is to like, I don't want to say endure. I want to say we should accommodate ourselves. Accommodation is very important. Accommodate the other person.
Yeah.
You are not siblings. Same parents did not raise you.
There'll be differences for sure.
There will be differences for sure. And then whatever you can do to make life easier for the other person, do it. At times, it is very like you can be angry when you are doing the same thing. Let's say your shared space is messed up, and then you are the one that is
Always
cleaning or something. You understand? You may want to talk about it and say, no, I cannot take this nonsense again, and this and that and that and that. But at the end of the day, you have to look. You have to look outside of that and say, these people, they are not bad people, right? They are not bad. Just because people don't agree with you, just because people don't do things the way you want them to do it, does not mean they are bad people. Okay, they can do better. I'm not making excuses for people that are not. I mean, people can say same thing about me, but people can do better, but community is very key. Is very important.
Yeah. The ability to even go, because again, like when you first come into an environment where the culture is different from what you're used to.
Yeah.
Imagine telling somebody, how's our baby? And then the person is like, what do you mean?
And the person is angry about it.
Yeah. Like the fact that you can come back to people that when you tell your story, be like, this one happened to me too. Oh, this one, I also passed through it too. So it's not just you are fine and everything. I think it's a very, very powerful thing. And with time, I don't even think organically you meet other people, like you genuinely have relationship with other people from other cultures as well with time. But don't just come and feel like
just isolate yourself.
You don't know other people's culture. Like you have to ease into it.
I mean, in my house in Athens, once I enter that house, only one person makes me speak English is when maybe Dominic comes in, and then because he understands Yoruba, but it's I cannot be speaking he cannot speak Yoruba. So instead of me speaking Yoruba, and then
he's saying it in English.
So I speak English. Any other time I speak Yoruba, it makes me feel at home. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm within. And that's probably what is helping, that is not making me feel homesick or something like that. So community is very important. Very, very important.
Anyway, we are coming
a lot
to the
in
end.
this episode.
I know, right? What's one thing that you would tell the fathers out there on this Father's Day this year?
Well, I'll tell fathers to be responsible father. They should be father indeed. It's not father that you may not be with your family now, just like me, but you must remain true to that commitment as a father. I know it is difficult, but there's no sacrifice that is too much to make for your family. Your family will always remain your family, and you should take up your responsibility.
Okay. Alrighty.
What do I have to say to fathers? No, but I really like what Olajide said about, living, what you are teaching your children. I think it's very important, because children, even thinking about it now as you get older, you realize that a lot of the things that you are doing, you picked it up from one of your parents, or you picked it up from something they said, or what you even said about how parents need to follow through. It's like, you know, when you're like, daddy will say all this thing, but daddy will never, like, I remember, you know, thinking things like that even while growing up, that, oh, daddy does not used to beat us. So the day you actually beat you, you'll be like, hey, like things like that. So be very intentional about what you're telling your children. As you're telling them, also be living by the same principles. And, you know, follow through on like whatever it is you're going to tell them, like, because they will hold on to it. Like, if you are lying to them, they'll know that, oh, that is a liar. If you tell them the truth, that, oh, daddy will never lie to me, you know, things like that. So just be very intentional in how you are training your children and what you are saying to them as well.
Well, I want to give a huge shout out to all the fathers. We love you. You're amazing. I don't know if I'll be where I am today if not for my father. Like, my father would not listen to you, so I'm not even saying, he doesn't listen to my podcast. I'm not even saying it so that he can hear it. But 100%, I won't be where I am if not for my father. We see you. We see all the sacrifices that you make. Keep being awesome.
Yeah.
You know, like, again, cry if you need to. You know, don't carry all the pressure and all the pain of the world alone. But I don't have anything else to say. Well, also, like, your children look up to you more than you think that they do. So I don't know, just let that sink in. Your children are looking up to you more than you think that they do. So happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
God, did they mention 2 people who should listen to this episode? Call their names out.
I think my wife should.
Yay. You send the link to her, B.
Yeah. Because I told
She
her.
be on YouTube. We were on YouTube, so she will watch it at home.
Yeah, I told her that I'm coming, and then she said when it is out, I should send her the link.
Yeah, no.
I said, okay, I'll send you
And
when it is out.
let us know whatever feedback she gives.
Maybe I should ask her to write the feedback in the comments. Okay, so that is one. Who else?
Shout out to Ebonluwa and Tolu as well.
Okay.
Because they will be seeing you on the
shout out
screen.
to they're actually going to listen to it. I'm very sure Ebonluwa is going to listen to
And
it.
you have a namesake. Like, my name is Ebonlu. Ebonlu has a star. You know your child is a star, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's undoubtedly a star. Like,
Ebonluwa the star.
she's
Ebonluwa
a
the star.
gift. Do you know what that means? Gift.
Gifts, yes, though.
You know ball.
Yes. So shout out to Ebonluwa and Tolu, and then so the second person, maybe Toby should listen to this.
No, Toby will listen already.
Toby will listen to it.
You have plenty people now.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to send the link to all the men that I have in my contact, or maybe Oyin should also listen to it too. Yeah, because she did not let me faint.
Podcast.
She did not let me faint yesterday.
Oyin, shout out to you.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright.
But I love what you said. Like, send it to all the men in your.
Yes, so
Yeah, I will send
have
it
to listen to
all
it.
the men. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching.
Hope you guys had fun. Don't forget to follow us, like, comment, share. Send it to all the men that you know, and have a happy Father's Day.
Bye.